vodka comes in brown.
All the colors, don't overthink it.
Tip it back and drink it.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo, Spectrum.
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Trouble it.
No, of course not.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down.
Pick it up, plug it down.
It's Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka. It's Fizzos, we love Fizzos.
And now it's available in mysterious Murphy Brown.
Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
Every subject ensures
Took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence.
Guards, cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Okay, back to business. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're...
You create more colors through the gauntlet down.
Now Spectrum vodka comes in brown.
All the colors, don't overthink it.
Tip it back and drink it.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
Did you hear me tell you lost the thrusters?
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. Towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it.
Slackwit, fapping about.
It's Fizzos,
It's over.
Let me know when you need it to stretch.
That company standard.
Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
directly.
Armed and ready.
Influences.
Listless posteriors, listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Asta Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Asta. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Actives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ.
Prudence
And just to
dictates.
show there's
Eye
no
your
position
neighbors
too
carefully.
microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a
Sovereign
constellation of
provides a
cysty
system.
bits back. Now you're the assistant to get the
Target reacquired. Flush them out.
Time for more merry melodies.
Purple berry crunch, it's crispy and sweet. Straight from the box, or eaten with love. Always time for purple berry crunch, filled with decay, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free. Purple berry crunch is crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with love.
No! No target!
There's always time for purple berry crunch. Purple berry crunch, filled with decay, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free. It's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie.
That's a bad
You
company.
may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. Okay, back to business. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You let yourself
Seems
fall,
like
feeling
trouble.
low. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. Anyone else? We hear a
Commander, watch your vitals!
Auntie is the best choice.
Does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. And now, back to it. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good
Coming up
day
on
for
some folks.
personal freedom and fair trade.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy king. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty.
What the? Reserves.
Let me know when you need it.
Does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. Now, upward and onward. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right wall and found the ACS on his
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Trust customers about
market legend herself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slave on the highest
hate to ask for help, but help?
I saw my opportunity and I took it. I said, Auntie, a little bit of your time. I'll tell you when you take it. Because I wrote
Look at a few court float, Commander. Stop walking this off. Stand me back up.
Corporate thinking will only leave you seen. And listen, child.
Pouring foul.
This term,
Realign with the
makes you 100. Everything you'd ever hoped to be.
Refilling my weapon.
Not an improvement. Part of Revolution's corporate guidebook with a fire sale. Now our underlings are grinning and upper rungers are winning. So shortly you and I will all get rich.
Knew you had my back.
them that are better me. Liberate society. Sell them on an improved me. It's time to mount to poverty. Choose relevance or irrelevance. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your goal and ignore all toll. Monopolize for price control, that's our highest goal. Pitch them on zero grades. Make them buy our corporate ways. Convince them and increase your sway. Make them do what we say. I saw time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rivals. Suppose I can't outdo or outthink the bastards. She said,
If all else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat. That's when you press. The game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
she said, do what you can. corporate seal has been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time had come to an end. Auntie quickly penned an invoice for her time. Smiling, she said,
This is how you climb. There's no such thing as free advice, dear. Liquidator!
Inspiring special content that will bring you to the top of
To address all the hubbub over these rifts, Arcadia's naysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in operations.
Like so. Can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor?
Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VPs. Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction.
Hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Was just, patrolling the sewers, monitoring for suspicious activity. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly.
I'm yearning and yearning.
There's no need for animosity, I assure you. I'll abide, please. It's just that I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't. Everything happened so suddenly. The day we lost Fairfield, people began worrying. A soldier speculated on how it happened, how the Protectorate failed to protect our home. Next day, they were strung up, which was understandable, even though they should have just been refreshed. But then another went, and another, until bodies littered the base. All the while, Montelli has acted as if nothing is amiss. I couldn't stand the bloodshed anymore. I ran to the sewers to hide, and have been here ever since, scavenging what I can. No need. It's no fault of your own that I'm here. I feel I've displaced my honor. Of course. You're right. The Protectorate have never led me astray, and Montelli must have his reasons. I shall return as soon as I am able. Thank you for your assistance. I wish you the best in your endeavors. May we cross paths again someday.
I've been yearning and burning love.
She's just the best choice.
Get the work in, I'll take care of him.
Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its
Refilling my
subjects
weapon.
get, we respond. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Anti's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
And now, back to it. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax with success. Num rum. Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax with success. Num rum. When it's time for a cocktail, Num rum will help you set sail. Problems fade into the sunset. Num rum will help you forget. Work got you fed up and frenetic. You need a neck of anesthetic. Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax with success. Num rum. Each sip like a workplace promotion, reassigned to a tropical mood when physicians know more than straw where it's safe to be barefoot in the sand while holding a bottle of Num rum tied in your hand. Ain't life grand?
just turned on.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order originally developed for secretive research laboratories we may only and Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general life. Ask your doctor if a walking industrial microwave is right for you.
End this fight on my feet.
And don't make me bury another agent! And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Commander, you're bleeding.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless. Featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. Circumstance will wireless-free arcade for hearsay. If it now hear this juicy remote from
Enemy operatives!
He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Anti all the livelong day, cutting deals, driving profits. And the Protectorate's console has been the life of the shifting lately. Quite the go-getter. He's supposed to be the Sovereign's top VP, his muscle. Seems highly involved in their whole totalitarian operation. The Sentinels, their secret police, reportedly answered to him. Who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When Rico says out the full story, you will be the first to know. Now, on to other things. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impact a colon got you down. Well, trust anti-chemical purge. It's for better
Appears our good brigadier is being guided by someone else's hand. You wager that influence is what pushed him over the edge?
no longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh, lift off, take wing. Don't flounder at the bottom. Be a raptor in the slipstream. miracle purpose are better than natural cures. Oh, lift off my free. No longer does my pact dictate where I oh, lift off. Take wing.
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
My intentions are as they've always been. Honorable. I only wish to talk.
Talk? With a gun in hand and an enemy in your shadow? Do you mistake me for a fool?
Turn your gaze outward, Umberto. Look at everything you've done. Can you honestly tell me this is for the good of the Protectorate?
I'm killing traitors. Seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening.
Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you, but what doesn't kill you?
Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others, like myself.
A 10-bit word that means everything's on the menu. From your head to your boots. Not a pleasant way to go. Here on Eden, we find a few...
Hardly.
The hammer claw...
I perform with full confidence the role the paradigm has cast me in. A well-honed blade with which to smite the Protectorate's mightiest foes.
When you speak, I hear the voice of my friend, but not his reason. Not the man who taught me to temper discipline with care for those under my command. If any vestige of that man remains, I believe he'd recognize the need to be relieved of command. He would welcome the friend who gave him the opportunity to do so bloodlessly.
The only thing I would welcome in this moment is your head upon a pike, you fraternizer.
Someone on my team is getting quite the vigorous dressing.
What do you know of it?
I know you have only ever wanted one thing, to serve the Protectorate. Right now, you're only doing it harm. But perhaps if relieved from the pressures of command...
You speak of an impossibility. Were it so easy to choose another path, do you think either of us would be here?
Gravel meat is fragrant and inedible. The chemist...
An offer unasked for, unwanted, and summarily rejected. Were it up to me, I would sentence you to the slow and painful traitor's death you deserve. But given the circumstances, your extinction must come quicker. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
reload. Just give the signal.
Taking cover! We are duty bound to stop them! Changing magazine! Tightening to cover!
Now we've got instant bar slow pay. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose part of the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Stop them! Replenishing my firearms! Come on now! I give you my word, we can resolve this like decent people. They covet our due bounty!
Treachery!
Of Anti-Fizzo's
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Check enemy lane just turned on.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Leave it to Auntie Cleo to turn a perfectly
of Anti-Fizzo stretch and Big Chin.
Looking pretty scathed, Commander.
It's Auntie's choice.
For help, but help?
Auntie is the best. Auntie is the best choice. Auntie is the best choice.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
The best choice.
of Anti-Fizzo's
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
bottoms up.
Reload seeking cover.
What say we change the subject? Next up, something
Help me end this fight on my feet.
Recharge! You lot should hit the wrong side of a prayer.
Let's take time, Commander.
Replenishing my firearm.
Everybody knows that I am indeed the uncomplicated loner. You can be sure that my race will never, no, they'll never, ever be lonely.
If there's a cause you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll never need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees.
Finally, control. The breeze must have left some evidence behind. Let's poke around.
And my turns are quite straightforward. Though my calls are quid pro quo, my interest rates are low. I'll be keeping track till you pay back every single bit you owe. The uncomplicated
And now, a word from our sponsors. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the
I don't know
dozens
who you are or
surrounding
how
most
you access
settlements,
my private
and the many
terminal,
other
but it won't do for
flowering
prying
megaflora
eyes to have
native to the
evidence of my
colony,
activities.
and you have a
I've
recipe
triggered
for
the Vox
gunky
Relay
eye,
failsafe
goop
ejection
lung,
routine.
post-nasal
But
flooding,
worry not.
and worse.
After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed
Unless you've
self-destruct altitude,
stockpiled
so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall, mollifying demulcent, and breathe easy once again. Falderall.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. You know damn well it isn't helping the Protectorate kill a number of us when we aren't even in the fight. Aim it elsewhere on the island. Fire it into space. I don't care, so long as you don't doom everybody in Fairfield for nothing. It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then.
We've got your candy.
That's tobacco.
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
If you started young, it's
Pretty sure that shaking's a bad sign.
We gotta move, quick.
That's tobacco.
Rubber candy.
That's tobacco.
If all that coffin bothers you, don't worry, you'll get your return. It's what your friends all love to do behind your smoke that candy.
As tobacco.
Favorite candy.
It's tobacco.
Our medical experts recommend you buy a bunch and puff right in. Cause it's your candy.
That's tobacco.
Your favorite candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
It's tobacco.
Delicious candy.
It's tobacco.
It's your candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
That's tobacco. Candy, tobacco.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your Auntie Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors.
Ah, there you are.
I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago. But never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition.
Brad crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in morale management. Dress code. For everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
As executive drainage.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Of the Ascendant awaits us on Golden Ridge, Commander.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revenue. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last
Commander,
bit that I
need to...
Hold on, Commander. We still need to get this cipher back to Zed before leaving. He'll assume the worst if we don't show. Maybe go to ground. Thought that might have been the case. Well, no time like the present. Let's hoof it back to Westport.
I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine.
There's a beast out there just waiting to yield up its vitals to a grafting table. I'd like to begin the hunt soon, if it's all the same to you.
There's nothing I wouldn't do. I've been yearning.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild.
We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most
Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining Zeranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an
Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the Astrogator to allow the Incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name.
Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today. When you miss the call for shout, but you want to eat something now, you're go for lunch with Boss. When your team is getting crazy,
We need to talk about what just happened. Now, Commander.
Force rockets. Force rockets.
Zebulon didn't exactly mince words about rescuing his friends. I don't get it, Commander. After going to all the trouble to help Audrey, you couldn't be bothered to make one tiny trek back to Zeb to give him the cipher. You that lazy? Don't cut my wires and tell me they're short. DeVries has plenty to answer for, and she will. But we had time. We were there, at the Vox. At this rate, it's gonna take a miracle to upend Zebulon's poor opinion of me. You're right. I should have tried contacting him sooner. Don't matter my reasons now. Outcome's already happened. Zeb's been out here fighting the good fight all this time on his lonesome. Where was I? Growing cobwebs on the Cognito? When Val cracked you out of that pod, I thought things would go back to the way they were. Now I'm wondering if either of us deserve our uniform. Speak for yourself, Commander. I lived every minute of the past 10 years as an Earth Directorate agent. Wasn't always easy, and I can't argue I always did an exemplary job, but I was there. I did my duty. I continued the mission, so don't you go trying to claim otherwise. Let's just leave it there for now. Reckon I need some space. Time to think.
On a
know you're raring to get to Golden Ridge and get after DeVries, but my graph's been acting up. Going numb, getting discolored. I'm worried. Really think we ought to follow Doc's directive and get me a new graph quick as we can. Else, I got an awful sense I won't make it much further. I should hope so, Commander. Thanks. When you're ready, let me know.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
Now upward and onward.
That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think
A lot of their royal family, don't they? God damn, what was that? There ain't been active fighting here in I don't even know how long. We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden. This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items.
The station must have really been something before the war made its home here. Things escalated. Might never be something again.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, the uncomplicated loans are never lowered.
Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Think they made the statue big enough?
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
God damn, what was that? There ain't been active fighting here in I don't even know how long. We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then That strike will be the first of many.
Attention passengers. You are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
One day, I know you'll be mine.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Antes goods or services.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest Kauai slurry.
This station's sure going to scrap since last I stepped about. Don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
Saltine skin, banana peels, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or gut.
Reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times.
Are you stuck on the ground?
Looks like folks holed up here after the fighting started. Guess not everybody was eager to take sides.
206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Unless you're bent on exploring, best we hoof it over to Matriarch's mercy and meet with that
Further
added
conduct
Bassar mission.
violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap. Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
That fixes all your ills.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. I don't... Vary, by my guess. She was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone. Or maybe white means infected? She's screaming all the time when she's awake. Then she goes to sleep. She in agony. And my son ain't waked since the attack. Hurry, please. We must hurry or they'll be eaten. Or worse. Thank you. Thank you. This way.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Panpharmacon 5 walk-in industrial macrowave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Panpharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable...
Ship the order, and I'll take care of it, Commander. How are you still upright over there?
That doesn't tell you what to think, only what to do.
Look at a few quarts low, Commander. Think they'll notice if we jump the queue?
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
You can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature.
Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here. I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out. Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts. Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. That's enough questions. Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tributaries. Peaceful cities.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction.
Broke my nose. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht Loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Word to wise, don't accept anything here that's given for free. You'll pay, one way or another.
Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Keep your nose clean and your deals dirty.
Oh, fellow Auntie's employees.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
I've witnessed on peaceful citizenry.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy. Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
Whooping fits. Childhood gout.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a cicanid to feed.
Night terrors. Mania. Day terrors. Melancholia.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's.
What happened to this place?
We're not going anywhere.
Chronic itch?
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up.
General malaise.
Tell me.
Imbalanced humors. Dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing. Insomnia.
You can give me more than that. Just so nobody gets hurt. We're in agreement. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import. What little I understand, I actually sort of admire. I mean, from where I'm sitting, they hold the most potential. If only they worked harder to realize it. Because really, at the end of the day, ill intent and neglect feel pretty much the same. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me. The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. People are cramped, injured, sick. The Order needs to do more than command. They need to listen. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck.
About the Protectorate's use of mental refreshment.
Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Purpleberry fizzy tea, or from shopping our vast selections of remedies such as basic and acid. The body is just as important as the mind, and the body needs things like deep-fried cysty bits and mock apple shakes.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Where do we go now? What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced. I have zero allotted time for random queries, at present or in the foreseeable future. But very well. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one could hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me. The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time.
Greenhorn tripped a vow in a chemical plant bloom.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you? Mathematical predictions always keep us one step ahead. My latest augury noted that a stranger would come bearing an inconvenient message. This is about the exclusion zone, correct? Or that it only that simple, but she ignores essential variables of the equation. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril. Surely. But the abbot asked me to be personally responsible for their continued well-being. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, "An outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute." And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started? I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. But you already knew that. Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal?
According to predictions, yes. Or at least, my interpretation of them. I am reasonably certain. More than usual, in fact. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them. Form your own opinion. And when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
Spread crisps, go stuff some in your chewer. Who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in a sewer? Sprat crisp, you really gotta try 'em. We pluck a sprat straight from a trap, then smash 'em flat and fry 'em. Sprat crisp, 1000% germ free. 'Cause nothing survives when it's flash fried at 405 degrees.
Unless you have authorization, I'll thank you not no.
By the law. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself. Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping.
Strictly speaking, it isn't. Not yet. But the math is very, very, very good at predicting what is probably most likely extremely possible. In theory. Within a margin of error.
How do you know it's
Anyway, that is the seer's business. My business is the health and welfare of this camp.
Back to business. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them.
There's always time for Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry Crunch, spelled with a K.
My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial
How can I be of service?
has proudly announced its latest innovation. Slurrylose. A flavorsome
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambing.
What name?
Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
Right.
Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge, but my prices are fair.
That's you and there's no doubt. Bastard! Gonna keep you down and out. We say sweet success can be the best revenge.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Cannot be stopped. So take your shot, don't blow it. Throw back a shot and crow it. Gee whiz, that's your G whiskey. that you would be if you were any better. Cause gee whiz, that's your gee whiz Steve.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now in this batch of corrections. In last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance, blaming a belt drive starboard wing factory mishap for a 2% drop in daily space rivet production. Correction.
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
Enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping
We
on
utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense. Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow? Matriarch's Mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. I share the very same surprise. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. I believe my services will be increasingly sought after the more of the displaced learn of our methods. Vicar Orendi, for instance, is assiduously occupied with such efforts. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's Mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means. Well, I do believe you're needed elsewhere. Farewell.
Of xenobiological exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Don't
don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what each
Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach?
brought to you by Auntie's Choice Liftoff Laxative. And every washroom mission with a successful splashdown.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
I'm on Dorado, soaking up solar particles in
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
Not my kind of quarry. Gives me the wham-whams. I wouldn't be
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the En-Ray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Some breeds hurl sticky silk.
Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment. Likely the result of a traumatic brain injury. I'd have to open you up to be sure.
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in exploratory surgeries at the moment.
Estimate traps. Arachnids don't have the gray to skitter around them. Stick with quick loaders. While you're swapping ammo, the spiders might...
Victor is dedicated. A single-minded, one could say. I've always thought highly of his analytical skills as a researcher. Less so his social ones, perhaps. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Bottoms up to your bottom line.
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and injustice was primarily what Earth Directorate agents do.
He's got us there, Commander.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough. Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
And my dear, you know.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Complicated loner.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
They'll never, ever be lowered.
If there's a cost you can't compete.
Oh, yeah? Is now a good time to talk about my salary?
No, it's not like that at all. Our bond is an equitable partnership built upon a foundation of mutual respect and dedication to the plan. In fact, what would you put our combined efficacy rate at these days, Wiley?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact calculation, but the percentage is considerable.
I dread the day your immeasurable talent finally propels you into the upper echelons. Truly, Landon, the Order doesn't realize what it has in you. That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Oh, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
That was a song the Sovereign doesn't want you to hear. Oh, say, I hope no members of the Protectorate are listening.
Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Full of excuses for the attack, wasn't he? Could be that he's sincere. Or could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are. He don't strike me as a liar. Incompetent, though? I'll say this. If he's got insubordination brewing, he's well and truly screwed. While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help, however we're able. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for. Thank you, Commander. We should move on, unless you got something for me?
Yellow, even violet. Spectrum makes you smile.
How personal are we talking?
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos.
Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do. Hey, none of that now. Doc's still learning the ways of Auntie's choice, true, but I had the same struggles when I first joined up. You ask me? Don't matter where you've been, so long as you make a home of where you are. She reminds me of the folk I had back home in Taucetti. Generous despite everything. The thought gave me comfort when I first sat in her chair, barely able to walk without help. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now.
Wireless free Arcadia, the voice of
Fine by me?
Greetings to our Order of the Ascendant listeners.
Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best.
This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Like garbage? I'd like to hope the captain and the surgeon who performed the operation were a bit more considering than that. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage. Oh, I like myself just fine. Would prefer to fix the arm, of course, but I've made peace with the idea that I'll never be how I was before. Some folk couldn't do the same. This is the way of things in Auntie's Choice. If you can't prove your worth, you're left behind. And that's why I'm here, trying to play catch-up. I miss my platoon, most of the time. I hope they're holding on okay wherever they are. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right. Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind. Right. Like ain't the word I'd... They treated me better than my last employers did. And despite recent events, I believe in their mission. I'm well aware, Sprat-ass. I see no reason to be complimentary unless it's truly earned. You can think what you like, but my focus is on the people. I want to do for them what Auntie's Choice did for me. They ain't perfect, but they're a damn sight better than the competition. I ain't the only one who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms, I'll tell you that. The same could happen here. It ain't like we want folk to owe us for saving them. But with freedom comes new purpose. If enlisting helps these folk find themselves, then I'll be pleased to see more recruits. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? Sure. But I'll tell you what, when she overthrew those Spacer's Choice bastards in Tau Ceti, my home system, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us, even if it took time to see it. But I reckon that's a tale for another day. That all you wanted to discuss, or... Commander, you got a minute to talk? I got some thoughts on this situation with the refugee. The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, it's beyond what I expected. And beyond what the Order is capable of handling, seems like. Auntie's may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack.
I mean, we ain't gonna give up our cots for what could be the enemy. We're doing what we gotta do to keep our heads on our shoulders. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, they ain't gonna manage much better should they win the war.
Tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Fine.
But nothing's ever really free, is it? I went through this myself when Auntie's Choice took over Tau Ceti. It took time to secure the merger, but once they did, we folk got the help we needed real quick. And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's mercy. So what is the Order actually gaining by doing this? They'd have to be evil to even think of them as such. And they'd have to be stupid to think that's a line nobody would cross. The Order doesn't strike me as either. Anyhow, if the Order is in fact helping these folk with no hidden aims, then, well, I'll be the first to admit that there might just be merit in what they're selling. Appreciate you hearing me out.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the Purple Bread Worm with Purple Berry Tequila.
Where to first, Commander? Enray Range, Zeranium Manufactory, or Outpost Opportunity?
I've only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations night at the Thruster. Smells about the same, too.
It's loaded with and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coating, and that's a little added kick to get you going in the morning.
When you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Yes, yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try Purple Berry Tequila today.
Shake top day that you wanna forget. Wake up next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink Purple Berry Tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on the purple worm when you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Architect. This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly give me.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotion report, starting with Asta Bistridge, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Asta. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising cost.
Hey, Commander. Remember what I said about my graft? I think I really need to get this sorted. I don't feel so good.
Office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sistybits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or guile.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow.
Got a bad feel about this line, Don't like being so exposed.
Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Forced worst, oh forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced.
worst, oh, worst. Grab a can. Hey, tongues to sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. Efficient means we make more hits. Worst, oh, worst. It's not the worst. Worst, oh, worst. Grab a can today.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. As you are all well aware, the opening salvos of our liberation of Eden were wildly successful. Fairfield captured Westport. As you are all well aware, the opening salvos of our liberation of Eden were wildly successful.
Ready to waste on your command.
Goes on. By concentrating on high-value targets, we quickly avoided spreading our forces too thin. This is a strategy we will continue to employ. Case in point, even though the Automech Repair Center has been successfully rendered unable to repair automechs, several patrols have since gone missing in that area. Two unknown species of aggressive Edenic wildlife, a group of Protectorate survivors gone hideously feral. Whatever the case, it has been deemed by Command an unnecessary distraction. All Auntie's Choice forces are hereby ordered to avoid the southeast coast of the island entirely. Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
I'm yearning and yearning for
Keep howling. We're coming for you.
my heart and renew. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day
Yep. Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention. Traveled on a ship all the way from Tau Ceti with an entire herd. Saw how the trainers handled them, or didn't. I learned best through observation. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals. Oh, not a lot of people know about the hallucinogenic properties of Nebulium. Enhanced soldiers keep a vial in case we're captured. It renders us pretty useless to torturers. Let me think. Yeah, 3 parts pheromone and 2 parts nebulium ought to do it. Use that as the lure and the matriarch won't know what hit her. Ready for this? I was inquiring more about your current manner of fortitude, but I'll take it. All right, let's do this. Liquidate them!
Make me bury another agent! Commander, watch your vital!
That goes out to the
That's the limb. Bring it here, would ya?
lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. This is for anyone out there.
Whoa, look at this part. That's twice the muscle mass of a Raptidon hunter. Undamaged nerve endings? Even the coloration's to my liking. Can't ever discount the aesthetics. You're no slouch, you know that? If we had more soldiers with your talent, we would have taken Eden months ago. You earned it. We could head back to Doc Tinsley's lab now, though there's still the matter of that skeleton Crabble. We might search out its lair on the coast, if you're up for it. Elsewise, we're done here.
What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. If you want slim smoke with the bubblegum filter, it's 2 treats in 1. A double thriller, so make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. No boring old smoke rings, you'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Ba-do-ba. At home or at work, buy the pack or the case. It's the bubbly perk that will take up your pace. It's bubblegum slims.
The strainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox relay. They're lucky the raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself,
What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in 1. A double thriller, so make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. Satisfaction doubles. Instead of boring old smoke rings, you'll be blowing smoke bubbles.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well.
Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The part we harvested from a Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. It'll allow me to heal you up without the enemy noticing. We only acquired one grafting part, so I think that'll have to do. Unless you want to help me hunt down the other creature?
Entertainment and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice. Improving lives through unfettered free trade.
Grafting with the matriarch feels right. The Enhanced Soldier Division was designed with Raptidons in mind, and there's nary a specimen finer than our late matriarch.
Oh, the Raptidon matriarch will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
World's poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work.
Profitable use for them. Rifts could be.
This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
Around the year of 55, on Old Towshed Pride, a mile beneath the misty light, way down in the mine. Some sugar little smoke, forgot the hatch was closed. The blast knocked off the miner's block, but exposed the mother lode. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doc discounts for. So long ago, on a tidally locked moon, some greenhorn tripped a valve in a chemical plant gloom. Brown sludge flooded the place, that manager tends the taste.
Laura, you owe me a sparring session. When I first joined up with you, I figured Milver Street and Carr knew you'd do a good turn for our folk eventually. Thought if I tagged along, it'd be good for my resume or some such. And it seems all of us were right. That relay ain't a threat anymore. But one thing I couldn't quite figure out all this time is what you were getting out of helping us. Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. He insults Auntie's Choice a mite too much for my liking. But that's the Earth Directorate's company policy, ain't it?
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. Auntie asked for a new stem that keeps minds crystal clear. Test subjects worked all day.
No, I just... Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry. Fine by me. Feel my... I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. I appreciate that, Commander. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. Just want to reiterate that I'll make good on my end of the deal. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes. I expect we're going to have quite the adventure together. I appreciate you hearing me out. We should move on.
You deserve Auntie's choice. Okay, back to business. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Forced Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Force rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your winger's out of steam, recharge your toss ball. Force rockets. Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7, presently and for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the Abbot? We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have it. Yes, sir. This is Factor Maytuck here. Am I to understand you have orders from the Abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Oh. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting... So, the Abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
On a moon, with no hope of rescue soon, you can save the day with Force rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, why won't your mates when you've got
Logic does dictate you establish sufficient reason for being here. Your terse discourtesy and tepid braggadocio, however, remain unrequired. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the Abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by...
We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. The initial evidence looks rather conclusive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
Tactical Confabulation has issued the following statement.
Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
Fuel at each other to be tacky, improvident, and mean. Having seen the results firsthand...
Both of them? Well, one can hardly argue against thoroughness. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Claim no responsibility and insist they are working to identify the culprits with the utmost urgency. Do we believe them? Perhaps. Do we trust them?
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to knot the tinges and flinders. Wait.
More bluster.
Initiate Alpha, stand down.
Several grammatical
Relinquish
errors,
control
an
of this
extended
facility
metaphor about a
immediately.
tramicular and
My dear
tossball.
Proctor,
Mixed
you can't
metaphor.
believe a low-level drudge like
attempting
me
to summarize,
is responsible for any of
maintain current
this.
levels
You
of
have us all
foam
believe
spec
you seized
outrage.
control
Don't
to
shoot anyone
demonstrate
yet.
your innocence.
That's an order.
Wait, is
More
this
on
being
this topic as it
broadcast?
develops.
I have no idea how this audio doodad works.
Now, on to
You're the one
other
in
things.
charge here, Proctor
All right,
Svoboda.
then. It's well
Are you
past
sure you
time
didn't
for
do
more
something?
merry
I demand your
melodies.
unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I just get you something?
And burning for you.
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you.
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. I am so pleased a reliable party is actively engaged. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she is no longer a problem.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnids Caliceri as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Being attacked, I shot it. There's
Of course, she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars just
we don't wrap this up
wrong?
soon.
They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
cost may be high.
Oh, hello. A visitor. And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who was that you brought with you? A friend. Ah, an Auntie's Choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this.
Next up, the real reason wireless.
I was apparently at the wrong point in space at the wrong point in time. Really? Do you see me, a saboteur? Oh, don't they always attempt to, flee the scene?
Auntie's Choice stay.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow.
Right. Moving on. Now for something a little different, tonally.
Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long arms.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just...
Investigator, may all your endeavors add to the equation.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Oh, that ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. If you wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy.
Controls that guy here.
Apoplex. Whooping fit.
Our Earth Directory.
Childhood gout.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
Humors. Dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing. Insomnia.
You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times, I suppose. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to effect the falsification. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. Part of me would like to tease you right now and say, you're not very good at cards, are you, dear? But if you're still on the fence about me, I shouldn't want to tip you over. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Things that want to kill you. Luckily, our products, and only our products, can reliably prevent that. So I say, don't cower and
May all your theories prove true.
always something of yourselves. Live a life that's larger, more daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, peril-filled universe with Auntie's choice. Daredevils rejoice with Auntie's choice. Our product line is stronger than nature.
And now, back to it. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Had plenty of managers like Svoboda back on Tau Ceti. You couldn't take responsibility for nothing.
a lonesome boy with a hapless frown, whose luck spun around when NT came to town. A marketeer who spotted nothing to lose. I put the boy, I deal that he could. Yes, NT his arms over wide, and you know you gotta do something, don't you,
Back in business.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Lay low, Commander. Medic's order.
Make an antique proud, well, would it that be swell? Let's go. The boy straight to work the instant he was high.
Armed and ready. Raring to go.
You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar at the joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an antique proud, well, would it that be swell? Come on, kids, let's go!
Over here.
Ah, finally a favorable happenstance. After I became stuck in here, those organisms appeared, all hungry-eyed and slavering profusely. The door jammed. Not sure how. Worked perfectly acceptably earlier. Depends on your level of moxie and know-how, I suspect. Let me think. You could try jimmying the door open if you have engineering expertise. Or, I don't know, engage in a routine advanced physical regime. Otherwise, the safety reset is in a wall panel around the corner, though that seems a bit boring for a dynamic sort like you. Oh, then what are you waiting for? Should be able to make quick work of that door. Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
Is wireless free Arcadia?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush. Or both.
Proudly show our appreciation by spotlighting our new employee of the fiscal quarter.
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day.
Outsourced contractor turned potential protector.
I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
As usual, our quarterly
May all your theories prove true.
Executive mug personalized with their employee number. Non-transferable conditions and terms apply. Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Fried crisps, go tuck them in your shoe. Who would guess that this flesh was found down in a sewer? Fried crisps, you really gotta try 'em. We cut the scraps straight from the traps and smash 'em flat and fry 'em.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
Fried crisp, one password says germ free. 'Cause nothing survives when it's flash fried at 405 degrees. So grab a pack of the first breath, they're such a tasty treat. You know when you eat fried crisps.
Looks like a fight.
You're eating
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services.
Hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission,
May the plan
I'll
guide
seize
you.
my opportunity and take it. I hand make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you a get-up-and-go-getter?
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Round the year of 55, on old Talshetty Drive, a mile beneath the methane ice, way down in the mine, shook her little stone, forgot the hatch was closed. The blast knocked off the miner's glove, but exposed the mother lode. Accident
Investigator.
is part of the job. Hats off to our workers.
The doctor's been in there a while now. Perhaps this conundrum is approaching a solution.
Or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto not
Something about that Albert doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Not so long ago, on a tidally locked moon, some greenhorn tripped a valve in a chemical plant gloom. Brown sludge flooded the place. That meant
Yes. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours. Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
They shit out all their praise, presenting lift-off laxative hooray. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to bar workers who lose hearts on the job. Progress costs an arm a leg, sometimes even more. But that's what your dog discounts for. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose hearts on the job. Management regrets your loss. Hey, that's a win. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial We strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
Now upward and onward. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded. Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it. With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly, or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am greatly This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's the
proceed toward intended results.
Oh, hello, dear.
You crave more colors through the gauntlet down. Now spring Roger comes around. All the colors don't overtake it. Just sit back and drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it. Drink it up, dip it up, put it down. Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum vodka.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos. And now it's available in mysterious murky brown.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here?
Beat right about now, like this.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order proctor, and I cannot abide her cold-blooded murder. Especially by someone we clearly know so little about. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but beggars and choosers.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. Auntie's the bestest choice.
On this episode of Big Gain Hunter, we take you
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I went on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Oh, don't spill a drop of that arachnid discharge.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Adrena Time. Work harder, not smarter.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
Paradise Island, on the Elysium moon of Eden.
This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
From your head to your boots. Not a pleasant way to go.
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Hull-headed rascal. Lives up to its name. Packs a wallop up close.
Sure, I could use a few ticks off my feet. Leg has been aching a bit.
They'll get you coming.
But hey, you need me, you know where to find me. And don't let that one stray outside your peripherals, if you take my meaning.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
Hate a good joke. Really sticks in claw. My security team tells me we'll find a herd of hammer claws on yonder beach. Let's go close the deal. Huh. Beach is empty. Not a creature is stirring. Someone on my team is getting quite the vigorous dressing down. Wait, what's that in the sand?
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
All right, okay, I'm fine. Just let's break the shell and see what's inside. Crabble meat is fragrant and inedible. The chemistricians in anti-R&D can process that goop into flavorings and hygiene products. Bad lot of good that does you in the field. Resourceful types can shuck Crabbles for their shells and plasma glands. Good crafting fixins. You're limited only by your ingenuity and risk tolerance for being clawed to pieces.